You know what? I'm done playing with the camera. Um, it is pretty late, guys. However, I did say I was gonna be back tomorrow, yesterday, so that's today. Um, and obviously I'm coming towards the end of my day. My roommate's already back in the room, so it's a little different, but going back to like that promise I made to mainly myself in this process. And yeah, let's just get into the video. First off, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time you're watching this video. It is currently March 26, 2025. Right now it is 11:07 p.m. I just finished up some studying for accounting. I have an exam tomorrow or quiz. I don't know. I have an exam tomorrow. It's like a midterm almost. Tomorrow, so I've been doing that, studying for that, and just trying to, okay, lock in a little bit more. And yeah, just preparing for that. Second off, if your day is just starting, I hope you have a great day. If you're in the middle of your day, I hope you're having a great day. And if you're coming towards the end of the day and it has not been so great, do something to make it great, because you still got time and you can still make a change. There's always room for improvement, and there's always a reason to smile, no matter the case, no matter the day, no matter the time. Make sure you are grateful and counting your blessings, which kind of relates to this video. And yeah. Moving forward, today's video is going to be a reflecting with AD video, so hopefully not too long and jabbery, but just more of like a touch point, I guess, you know, kind of reminding myself, like a mini journal, I guess you could say, of where I'm at. And I think the best title I guess I could say is have for this is I'm living. This kind of comes from my own response to my own question. If you've ever interacted with me personally or had like a brief pass by with me, which I'm assuming most, if not all of you have, just because people that watch this probably know me personally, but anyways, I've constantly, instead of saying how are you or just like a quick like, oh, how are you doing, it's more like I kind of say how are you living. At least for me, like it kind of catches you off guard and makes you at least think about it for a little bit more than like a split second, but just automatically, you know, saying good, right? But in that same process, whenever someone says, how am I, or like, how am I doing? I end up responding, oh, I'm living. Or at least recently, I'm just saying, oh yeah, I'm living, right? And I feel like I'm at a point right now, just kind of experiencing a lot of changes within my life right now, and just more so like understanding that response is almost just as open-ended and thoughtless as, you know, I'm good. But the more I think about it, the more I realize like why I tend to say that, right? Obviously no one wants to admit that they're not doing good, right? Or not doing the best, or not being their best. Simply for many reasons, whether that's, you know, just not wanting people to ask questions, not wanting to appear weak, not appearing as though like, just like not wanting to have that conversation in general. There are a bunch of reasons that kind of fall into it. For me, just kind of saying I'm living allowed me to more so kind of like duck down or just kind of avoid my issues and just assume that, you know, hey, I'm alive, so I'm going to make the most of it, or not make the most of it, but hey, I'm alive at least, right? And, you know, leaving it open-ended, saying I'm living, at least making it appear as though, you know, I'm living my life completely, trying to convince myself more so, right? But honestly, kind of going back to one of the first few videos I made out of here in Michigan, Ann Arbor, it was more just like, you know, feeling lost. That's that feeling resurfacing again. I'm realizing like obviously it's never gonna go away. Kind of, you're never gonna be 100%, which I feel like I talked about the other time, of never having the best time to do certain things, right? But yeah, I think right now I'm figuring some stuff out more so, at least for myself, to an extent, you know. Coming to college is obviously going to push you to grow in different ways and make you figure things out and try to just adjust back into being yourself, or at least what you think yourself is in the new setting. But in that same process, I think for me, the thing that kind of kept me going is just realizing like I'm living something that I never would have thought I would have been living, right? Living as much as I would like to, right? While it hasn't been the highest of highs, I'd say at various points, you know, and this is one of those points, right? I would say I'm living my life, right? I'm living and truly living the life that I've been given. And I think this is more a thing for myself, and just a thing I want to tell myself, and at least probably some of you, is, as long as you're alive and living, like, you have the chance to make something great of it, no matter the situation, no matter how bad it might seem or how hopeless it might feel at times. You're living, right? You have the opportunity to grow, you have the opportunity to be yourself, you have the opportunity to really figure out who you are and what it means to live in your perspective or within your life, and that's where I'm at today, right? That's that's like the most I can really give without being like overspilling, because there's just varying people that are gonna see this, and obviously while I do support and highly promote a sense of vulnerability, I also like to have some, line between that, right? Obviously, if you understand where I'm coming from, but also from an outside perspective, you also can understand where I'm coming from. Life is never going to be 100%, right? Life is going to make you just live it, right? You're going to have to live it either way. There is no running from it, because, life has its own ways of working, and you just truly have to try to accept it and learn from it in certain ways, right? And at least for me right now, I want to say I'm living, but I also know that I could be living more, right? I feel like I'm definitely alive. I'm alive, but I don't want to tell people, oh yeah, I'm alive, because obviously like a telltale sign, at least for me, right? It's like it'd be kind of me showing that I'm denying that I'm not at my 100%, right? And naturally I have this innate feeling to kind of block that off at times. And I kind of use the term I'm alive as a shield, I'd say, more so. I kind of realized that just now as I said it, right? And yeah, I think just moving forward, I really want to be able to live comfortably with myself, live comfortably in college, live comfortably, not even comfortably, but just more secure, just because I don't ever really want to stay comfortable in whatever I'm doing. That's the whole point why I came out here, right? And just trying to take the little wins with the situations that I'm in. I applied for a peer mentor job for Ross for the business school. I got declined. Even though I felt like I was a strong candidate, I was like, oh, well, that sucks, right? But, little stuff like that where it's just like, okay, I guess, like, this is truly what it means to live. Like, it's not gonna... College really exposed me to the understanding of, like, failure is always gonna be there. I'm not calling, I didn't get a job, but automatic failure, but at least it kind of is, but failure shouldn't stop you. It shouldn't keep you away from living, because you're still living, right? I think it's something I've taken away a lot from freshman year, that no matter how hard I can push for something or try at something or feel like I'm trying at something, there's always going to be that chance of failure, and I kind of have to be okay with that, because I'm still alive and I'm still living, and that's the part of living, that's part of living in a new environment. It's part of growing. It's truly living is truly growing, truly moving forward. I feel like simply just being alive is, just letting yourself kind of do what you do without any thoughts or without any motivation or without any intention to push yourself to be better, right? So, while obviously situations in life, I like, in general, like, just, freshman year almost ending and stuff like that too, could be better. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm alive, I'm living, and I'm going to continue to live, and I want you to do the same. Kind of tying this myself into you, as a viewer, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever point in your life you feel like you're at, continue to live and truly live intentfully, and take the time to answer the question honestly for yourself. How are you? Ask yourself those questions and make sure you genuinely care about yourself in those questions, right? Because you don't simply want to just answer a question because simply like that, as a shield or a blockade, or not even trying to be intentful with your actions or your self-treatment or your thoughts. Continue to do what you can to live your life, and live it and experience it the best you can, the maximum of your abilities, right? You only got one that's confirmed, so whatever you believe in, as I said, it's only one right now. So make the most of that, and make sure you continue to live. I guess that's my closing statement. I appreciate all of you guys so much. You guys are a reminder of what I need to do or who I am and what I'm trying to become as an individual. No matter what point I am in my life, it just, I sit down and think, like, it's crazy that it's really already been 2 years since I've started this. Like 2 years ago now, 2 years ago compared to now, I have two completely different situations, two completely different people, and I've matured a lot, definitely in that process. And a lot of that has to go back to like being able to talk to you guys, even if it's 2 people, 3 people, however many people. I tend to appreciate all those that take the time out of their day to really just understand who I am as a person, because that's something, right? People don't really tend to think for others outside of themselves. That's just kind of society. I do that a lot too. So for you to even sit down and listen to my own words and hopefully take something from them, it means a lot to me. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Love you. And I appreciate all of you. God bless you all. But that's all I got. Video will be out tomorrow. I'm going to keep the streak going. I just wanted to kind of update you guys where I am at mentally. And it's just kind of like more so reflecting as to like why I kind of just started back, I guess, being consistent. And yeah, I'm gonna start living a lot more aware, I guess, for myself a little bit more too, right? But yeah, take care of yourself, love yourself, be yourself, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. AD is out.